Welcome back. Yeah, let's do our final case. How am I supposed to get there? So let me see. A Mother's Love. It is the main story, as I've explained a couple of times already, but in case you haven't seen it, I'll just do it real quick again. We have completed all the side cases and all the Cordona stories except for this one, but that is because we can't complete this until we continue on with the main quest, because we will get vendors, sellers, however you want to call them, who will sell stuff to us for our home, which needs to be unlocked. So I'm not really sure where we left off because it's been a while. But this is the last case, which is, I don't think it's called A Mother's Love. I think it's called something else, and we need to unlock that. But to do that, we need to do this. So we'll pin this. And I think we got a video or something. I'll edit that in just so you know what we're doing and why.
Just look at this thing. It's huge.
Eek, what's this?
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Is it? Flashback.
Did you just remember something? Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary.
Minecraft.
I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
Oh, good luck with
I have
that.
no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
It's kind of nice, I guess. In a way. I got a glimpse of another memory. I remember examining bones, large and pale, and remember the reflections of the magnifying glass and my mother's voice. There was a room full of artifacts and curiosities. It must be somewhere on the manor's ground floor near a rather memorable painting. So I think we need to look at that painting, and that's how we'll access it. But first we need to get out of here to fast travel. So we've also done all the police cases, which you can get on that board over there. We've done all the cases from the journalists and City Hall, if I'm correct, but I think we did. Hi. So yeah, and we have been playing this game for a while. There are a lot of parts. And honestly, in between, sometimes I was like, should I even continue this because it's been so long? But yeah, here we are. So we opened this box, saw this, got a video, and that is how we continued the main case accidentally, which we didn't mean to do, but we did.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
What could it be? What is it? Female. Oh, it's that statue.
It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Oh?
Impossible, it must have been something else.
Yeah, I think it's a thing outside.
Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
Was it Minecraft? Where? Over here? Family, female.
It
Mother?
was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
And what's she holding? Where am I? Oh, here. Tool.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
No.
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us.
He makes everything fantastical. Other people. Loud voices, workers.
The workers took the artifact and placed it into the Cabinet of Curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Oh, I want to look at the bones. So this door opened, as you can tell. So we don't need to look at this painting, apparently. Or we already did, maybe. Could be that I already did that.
Ah, yes. My mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her Cabinet of Curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
It does for history's sake. Do I still need to pin this? No, I do not. Let's not do that anymore. I spent my childhood in Stonewood Manor, and I'm starting to remember flashes of my time here. I'm sorry if I'm reading. Sometimes my brain is reading the text before my mouth can speak the words, and I mingle up the words a bit, so I'll try to speak a little slower. The house is now abandoned, but restoring the rooms to how they were may bring the memories back to life. My mind palace seems to have seeped into the real world and is preventing access to some rooms. I think I'll be able to get inside if I can remember more. John proposed that we find our bedroom. I think it was some upstairs. Oh, I think I already read this. Managed to access my mother's room. We did that. John felt sick. Now that the Cabinet of Curiosities is open, I can proceed with my investigations. So let's investigate.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Saunford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
In a
Armour is
wager.
armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
Is that a bet? Or not? I can't do anything
The
with
full
that.
plate armour of Sir Robert Saunford.
Whoops.
I was told my father won it in a wager.
Tried to skip it, but I couldn't. What's here? A torn diploma. Found in the Cabinet of Curiosities. Someone deliberately ripped it into several pieces. Reassembled and translated, the diploma reads, "On behalf of the Board of the University of Geneva, Switzerland, we, rectors of the university, noting that Mr. Otto Richter has undergone the tests required by the laws and regulations, confer on him the degree of Doctor of Medicine with the rights and prerogatives so attached."
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that.
I think someone was angry with them.
The Tulpa. Studies in Tibetan Mentalism.
Like meditation?
An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Someone, but we don't know who. What's this? Otto Richter's personal notes. He's a doctor, isn't he? Mrs. Holmes is a patient of considerable interest and an ideal test subject to explore some of my theories. I will attempt to repeatedly immerse her in a traumatic situation that precipitated her mental illness. It is my belief that reliving that moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened, accept it, and effectively cure itself. I'm confident in my hypothesis and merely need to prove it. In addition, it's fortuitous to be around the broader Holmes family. Perhaps I will be able to also examine the heredity of psychological traits, be they Oh my god. Perhaps I will be able to also examine the heredity of psychological traits, be they competencies or disorders. It is already apparent that all family members share an uncommonly high intelligence. It appears that the mother's condition has begun to affect the mind of the youngest boy, Sherlock. While I cannot conduct a proper medical examination due to the protectiveness of the eldest son, it seems that the boy suffers ongoing hallucinations in the form of an imaginary friend, John. Yeah, but don't more kids have imaginary friends? Isn't it kind of weird to call that a hallucination? It's just kid stuff, what they do. Letter from his brother. My dear brother, I heard you recently arrived on Cordona. Have you come to see me? I do miss our evening conversations, even if we never agreed in our opinions. Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not see Klaus. I left that name behind. Wait, is this Vogel? Because he has an art gallery, right? Is he Otto's brother? Could be. It's all connected. Because his name Klaus, he says he left that behind, so he changed his name. Could be Mr. Vogel.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
Good to know.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
Small detail. If you want to call that small.
An archaeological find should be here. It's far better than beneath the old city walls.
Ah, this is where I put my skeleton I found. Right. Gotcha. We're not looking at this smashed thing, alright?
I'm not sure I want to hear its horrifying inhuman howl again.
We found that as well.
A full collection. It's somehow so satisfying.
Oh, this is where my coins went.
A full collection.
Oh.
It's somehow so satisfying.
Couldn't find them, but that's because they're here now. Right. And also can't look at them, which is kind of lame. Oops, zoom in.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Basile Capello, we've met him, haven't we? In a case.
Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Also Placido met him.
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting.
That he is. Letter from the judge. Dear Mr. Holmes, please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened were it not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross once again, you will be greeted by a grateful friend, His Honor Judge McDougall. So he's always been political, Mycroft, even when he was younger. Wait, what could I look at? Again the letter? Oh, another letter.
Carefully opened.
Or not, I don't know.
Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Court summons. Mr. Mycroft Holmes, the Cordona City Hall writes to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter in the death of Mrs. Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor Judge McDougall. Well, if that isn't a coincidence, I don't know what is. Your application for closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as a primary witness in the trial of Dr. Richter. You must present yourself at the Criminal Court of Cordona on the dates listed over leaf. So just happened to be friends with the judge who was gonna judge the doctor. And we're supposed to believe that that is just a coincidence.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
Is there a trick to it?
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Ah, Sherry.
I'm starting to remember something.
You are? Method of unlocking. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot. But I read this. A ton diploma found. Yes, I read this, right? His personal notes. Read those. Check. 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 Method of unlocking. John asked if we can unlock Mycroft's drawer in the Cabinet of Curiosities, the subject of our years-long fascination. One morning when we were children, John and I tried to spy Mycroft to find out where he keeps the key to the drawer. Let's do this first, and then do this. Interact with it, please. Why won't you? It's not doing anything. Oh wait, I need to do this. Sorry, my bad.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
He's kinda like Watson, making the story way more fantastic than it is. Cozy.
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
I think this is the other thing. I should first do this, probably. Follow Mycroft. Wait, where did he go? I'm lost. Oh, over here maybe.
He opened the door to the postman, and they exchanged documents. If it was a real postman, of course.
Of course. Now what? Oh, going upstairs. Alright.
The painting on the wall was slightly at tilt. He stopped and straightened it.
You have a good memory, Sherlock. This way?
Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
So how does this help me then?
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
It's boring, yeah. Now what?
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if... A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it?
I agree. What's this?
I think this is what we're looking for.
Tiny key. Wouldn't that be insanely hot? Is it just me? Anyway, we'll just ignore that little fact and open the drawer. Because now I'm even curious what's in there.
We made it. So what's there?
Rum or something? What is this?
Single malt whiskey.
Oh, whiskey.
Mycroft's favourite.
Old Scotch.
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
Present from the Queen. Half a bottle of fine single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favorite drink. We found it locked in the drawer of the desk in the curiosity cabinet among a pile of important documents. Remarkably, it seems that the whiskey was a gift of Her Majesty Queen Victoria herself. His files on the doctor.
Otto Richter.
So was that doctor up to no good? I think.
This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Otto Richter is 45, born to a respected family in Bern, Switzerland, unmarried, no heirs. Medical practitioner, graduated from the University of Geneva, Switzerland. Graduation was postponed a year due to a minor scandal on one of his placements. Parents died of cholera in 1863. Only remaining family is a half-brother, Klaus, age 35. Wait, how long ago is this? I think this is vocal. Present whereabouts of Klaus Richter unknown, last seen on Cordona.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
Yeah, political he is. So did that check. Unpin. So I guess we need to do this now, and we already started a little bit with the blankets and the tent, which I don't think we need to do anything with. No. Let's look around some more. I know I've already done this, but honestly I don't remember exactly what I need to do. Not that detailed anyway.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
Is that it? I hear something. Poor view.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue.
Oh, over here. Books.
The books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
You do? Oh! Alright, we need to do this, I guess, but I don't know which order. I'll just guess it. Like always. So where do we start? Over here, apparently? He was... Wait, looking at the top shelf, he said? So no. Must be this then? A terrible place to hide, he said? No, without that. I think it's this. And the box fell. What about this?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
So something is wrong. But I don't know. Wait, can I choose one more over here? No, this must be this. I really think it is. We could be doing this instead.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
So no. Oh.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that?
I don't get this though.
Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
Yeah, but why? I went to the ladder and he said I was trying to get something from the top shelf. That makes no sense to me. That's when he's actually at the desk, so that's wrong, right? The curious conversation. It all happened shortly after the incident in Violet's room on April 9th. Sherry decided to play with artifacts in the Cabinet of Curiosities, and of course I went with him. As a result, we became unintentional witnesses to an argument between Mycroft and Otto Richter. Sherlock's brother was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richter had done something dubious to their mother and that it had backfired. He called Otto a charlatan. Why did I
heard
just...
a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
That's what I wanted to say. Why did I hear the door? More guests. I'm just checking this out because I haven't
Another
yet.
fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
A deadly rabbit. What would that even look like? That's funny. Wait, do I need to spin something? No, not really. Another guest. Let's look who it is. I don't see anyone.
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
Oh, I remember this. Invitation from Vogel. What a coincidence. Dear Mr. Holmes, I'm waiting for you at Kurt Manshow's mansion on Turquoise Lane, across from Cordona Abbey in Northern Grand Surrey. Come at once. If inconvenient, come anyway. Always your friend, Vivi. P.S. I sent you the appropriate outfit for this place to avoid any unnecessary complications. I hope it fits.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
Sacrificial Lamb. So that is the last case we've now unlocked, I think, of the story. And when completing this, I think we'll almost will also complete this. So we have Mind Palace for this, also for Mother's Love apparently. Wait. Suspicious psychiatrist. Mycroft did not like the methods of Dr. Otto Richter and did not trust him. Yeah, you can say that again. Is that it? Oh, I got something. Fragile sanity. My mother's struggles with mental disease could well be hereditary and affect my mind and rationality. Aww. I really believe that. So that's it. I'm just gonna check this off because I've already read this, so that's the same. We also read this. I'll read this because I haven't read this. One day, Sherry and I returned to the manor in an excited buzz. We had found 2 perfect sticks with which to practice sword fighting. It was a good start to the day, but things improved further upon our discovery of a giant delivery in the middle of the main hall. After opening, we discovered it was a mermaid skeleton that Mrs. Holmes was to authenticate. She was in a good mood and asked what Sherry thought about it. His answer came fast and confident. It was, of course, a fake. His mother was pleased, and in that moment I swear you could see the happiness radiating off Sherry. Eventually, the mermaid took its place in the cabinet of curiosities among Violet's collection of other fakes and forgeries. Oh, this is from the previous case. The one, what's it called again? With the who got locked in the safe. Niccolo Daddy, a young heir to the Daddy family business, has returned to Cordona after 12 years of studying and working on the mainland. This coincides with Orazio Daddy's departure to Italy and hints at the possibility that Niccolo is intending to take over the family business in Cordona. We will be watching the situation closely as it develops and will endeavor to obtain a reaction from Basilio Copello. The Copello and Daddy feud has been existent for over 200 years, and even though this acrimony has been muted for the past few decades, some still remember the conflicts of the Gonzalo Daddy and Vitalio Copello era. We're hoping that Niccolo's young mind and Basilio's calm business attitude may find common ground. Well, they did not really. Also, we accused that Copello fella when his wife did it. Whoops. But that was the case. What's it called? Iron Coffin. That's what it's from. I'm gonna take a quick toilet break and I will be back and I will continue Sacrificial Lamb. So, bye for now. Well, I'm back and apparently I'm outside of my home for some reason. I don't know why that is. But yeah, we are gonna go to Vogel. So, what did he say? Kurt Manshow's was mentioned on Turquoise Lane in Northern Grand Surrey. Grand Surrey. Wait. That's where I am. More than he said. LeBlanc Road. Can I not just walk there? I think I might be. On Turquoise Lane, across from Cordona Abbey. something wrong with my mouse. I don't see it. Where's Cordona Abbey? The Turquoise Lane. Cordona Abbey. Wait, what did it say? Oh, just that street. Alright, so I need to go here, apparently. So why don't we fast travel here? I think that's closest. I'm curious to what... Wait, did I not also need to put on a costume? For this place, yes. What did he give me? This, I think, Prince of Darkness. With this? Is that it? I think it is. Yep. This is what I look like now. This way, I think. Well, what are you doing? Cool. Can we look at you? Never seen that before. In this game, I mean. I have in real life. No, wrong way. I look ridiculous, by the way. Is it this house? No, it can't be, can it? But it looks like something... somewhere I should go. I should go here, definitely. Look at them. Yeah. But it's not on Turquoise Lane, is it? A little. Let's get rid of this. Even the butlers have masks. Alright, let's go in.
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
I doubt it. Because I kinda know what's gonna happen. Well, Sherlock, knowing Sherlock, he will probably enjoy himself, yeah.
Enjoy the evening, sir. There is still plenty of time before the grand finale.
All right.
Said Vogel.
What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's elite?
Sounds like a challenge to me. I was gonna say I remember this case very well, but then I don't remember that guy at all we just saw. John asked me to look for information that he might use to write an article. Right. Like this, look. Friendly. Fluent in sign language. Mysterious. Hates being alone. You I don't know anything about. What do you have on? Nothing. Why are you standing here then? He's blindfolded?
My goodness, Sherlock. They made a blood fountain.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. Go is it a guess?
I don't know what John wants me to do. If it's Texas. How can you tell? Wait, then what else do I need to do? Let me see. Oh, this is just this. I need to speak to someone about this. So I can look around freely, I hope. Without something happening. Whoops.
Sherlock! Friend! I wasn't sure you'd come.
Oh, found them immediately, apparently. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Did I lose a challenge?
Werner, I see you are not yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself, have you not?
Those who know me would say I'm incapable of it.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is anyone permitted to know Sherlock Holmes.
Huh. You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself.
Very
Time of
honest.
relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course, and something to smoke, or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual, a potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
I don't know though, because doesn't Sherlock use drugs at one point, or is that just in some shows and not always? But he's not gonna do it anyway. I could say reckless or pointless. I don't know.
My mind already operates at a far higher level than most. I struggle to believe anything could improve it. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
How do you know?
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next?
I did.
Visit the victims? Ensure justice is served in the courts?
Oh no, I read the
And
articles.
how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating your responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in. Now I must insist on easing any burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
I'd rather take it for study. Let's do that.
If this solution truly does assist with thinking, then well, perhaps it would be puerile to overlook an opportunity to study it. I'll take it with me.
Yes, Sherlock. Very good. And now, our evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired. Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
Pardon? Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute.
To evidence. Wait, did I take the key already? And the drugs apparently that are still here. I can speak with them. Did I lose the bet? Not yet. So I have the key. So I can talk to someone named Fabio. Well, I kind of already know what's there, but not the concoction, I guess. Don't really know what was the point of that, to be honest. Wait, was that all there's to see here? Yes. They're just having fun. Right, but I don't really know that voice. I don't really know what John wants me to do. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Let me know if you need anything, sir.
I can go upstairs, I can go here. But what for? John is here, but not doing anything.
Honey, you feeling lonely? I'll be your friend.
He's just laying here. All right.
Nancho's had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
Ooh, eavesdrop. Uncovered identity disclosure scandal. Oh, I did it. Yellow press. People describe the scandal from a previous party. Vice Governor Cowden was found by his wife to be a Prussian duchess in the company of young men. Although the marriage was intended to be a political one, the emotions of the duchess were real. The incident instigated a political crisis between Cordona and Prussia. Although there were only a few notes of protest, the governor fired his protege.
That's what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry. One more piece, and I can expose these base hedonists.
Alright, so that's what you want me to do apparently. Look for gossip. Someone has any gossip over here? No. Right.
Do you know what was here before Manchiosa's family bought it?
Find out the eerie history of the mansion. I did it again. Before Manchio's family, the mansion was owned by an occultist architect. He dedicated his life to conducting a powerful ritual from the Forgotten Tome, but the ordinary magic circles proved too weak for it. That was why he built this mansion. A keen eye might notice that its shapes correspond with certain magical symbols and some walls have cavities. One day, the architect simply disappeared. An ash stain on the floor was all that remained. Perhaps he was successful in his endeavor.
I'll pin them down with this scoop. Thank you, Sherlock.
Right, did it! Wallowing in Mud with Codona's Elite by John. Wait, so he did write something. Let's read that. Have you noticed that pigs are always somewhere to be found around filth? The same can be said about certain members of Codona's Elite found at the Manchio's mansion. The cream of society has a thirst for lust, dirt, and nefarious deeds. Perverse, corrupt officials prefer to solve political issues behind the velour curtains. Cowden, the vice-governor, for example. His political marriage collapsed international affairs with Prussia. Where do you suppose this took place? At a party of Mr. Kurt Manchio's. I don't know how to say that, by the way. Not to mention that this bundle of waste is being nurtured in a mansion that once belonged to a crazed architect, a place where every shape and edge has occult meaning. Codona's Elite feels safe and fine there, to be sure. This is a short summary of a single evening, but I'm sure there is more to uncover. However, my hard work won't affect the run of my newspaper. John, the journalist. Alright, now let's go find Fabio in the altar room. I don't know where that is.
Curtains do not guarantee privacy.
What do you see?
And you still need a crack, despite being ethereal.
True.
I'm coming, Sherry. Just give me another second.
I want to look as well. Alright, altar room.
Codex Orchis. Why does this occult book sound like a flower?
I don't know. Are you asking me?
Romantic poetry and prose. Someone's in touch with their feelings. These medieval botany and chemistry books look even more satanic than the occult ones.
That voice. This keeps cracking me up. Nothing here? No. Oh, there is. One thing.
Well-known and recent plays to keep up to date with the current trends.
Alrighty. Uh-oh.
My God. Was he here this whole time?
Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.